Have you felt it? That unshakable sense, like unseen eyes are following your every move. Not in a way that terrifies, but in a way that awakens something deep inside you. You're not paranoid. You're not overthinking. You are being watched, not by men, not by enemies, but by heaven itself. Silently, constantly, for a divine reason. And what's coming next will make sense of everything. It starts quietly. The awareness that even in your most private moments, you are not alone. When the room feels heavy for no reason, when the hairs on your arms stand on end without warning, when people pause mid-conversation as if sensing something they can't explain, you're being observed, not by people in the natural, but by forces in the unseen. From the moment you were born, the heavens took notice. You were not random. You were not an accident. You were assigned, marked, watched. There are angels assigned to your life whose only task is to follow you, to document you, to protect what you carry. Every trial, every triumph, every secret terror cried in silence. They saw it all. And yet it wasn't just heaven watching. Darkness took notice too. The enemy noticed your glow long before you did. That's why your childhood was heavy. That's why you went through betrayals that didn't make sense. That's why you faced warfare that seemed disproportionate to your situation. Because chosen ones are watched more closely. But here's what they don't understand. What they observed as weakness was actually training. What they saw as your breaking point was really your making point. You're not just living. You're being prepared. Your life isn't just a story, it's a stage, and heaven, hell, and even the earth itself are your audience. You didn't always know why the attacks felt so personal, why the room seemed to grow tense when you entered, why people you barely knew had such strong reactions to you, either love or hate, but never indifference. It's because your life is under constant surveillance. The enemy doesn't watch those who pose no threat. You're observed because you carry the blueprint for breaking cycles, for healing bloodlines, for igniting movements that will ripple for generations. Every time you survived what was meant to destroy you, the watchers took note. Every time you chose integrity over compromise, heaven applauded silently. Every time you prayed through tears no one saw, the records were updated. You've been walking under a divine spotlight, and even now, the unseen realms are holding their breath. Because you're closer than you realize to stepping fully into the assignment you were born for. But there's a reason this observation is silent. Heaven doesn't need to announce its plans to your enemies. What God is doing in you is private, because it's too powerful to be exposed prematurely. That's why some people can't figure you out. That's why doors open for others, but seem to close in your face. That's why you've been hidden in plain sight. It wasn't rejection, it was protection. Now, the silent observation is coming to a climax, and when heaven moves on your behalf, it won't be silent anymore. Have you noticed how even your silence speaks? Chosen ones carry an energy that communicates without words. Strangers feel safe around you without knowing why. Others feel convicted in your presence, their hidden darkness unsettled by your light. This isn't about charisma or personality, it's spiritual. Your very essence is a sermon. And the watchers, both heavenly and demonic, are responding to it. Heaven is watching to promote you. Hell is watching to prevent you. People are watching to figure you out. But what they all fail to understand is that your preparation didn't come from easy seasons. You were refined in fire. You were crushed like olives to release the oil that now covers you. This oil carries weight. That's why atmospheres shift when you enter a room. That's why your name comes up in rooms you've never been in. That's why opportunities find you without you forcing them. The watchers see it. They sense that something is about to break open in your life. And they're not wrong. This is the season where silence becomes sound. For years, you felt unseen, overlooked, forsaken even. But the truth is, you were under divine construction. Heaven kept you hidden, not because you weren't worthy, but because the world wasn't ready. But now, the watchers are about to witness the unveiling. The same people who doubted you will watch you rise. The same enemies who mocked your pain will witness your restoration. The same forces that plotted your downfall will see you standing taller than ever. Because chosen ones are never truly defeated. Every setback was a setup. Every loss was a lesson. Every delay was divine timing. Heaven kept silent while you were misunderstood because vindication speaks louder than explanation. And now, the silence is breaking. The tables are turning. You were once the watched, but now you're becoming the one they will watch for answers. The same eyes that scrutinized you will now look to you for guidance. The same voices that questioned you will now quote you. This is why the crushing had to be so intense. Oil doesn't flow without pressure. Wine doesn't pour without pressing. Gold doesn't shine without fire. And now the watchers, angels, adversaries, and even bystanders will see the glory of God revealed through you. But don't grow arrogant. This isn't about ego. This is about assignment. Your elevation isn't for applause. It's for impact. You are being raised up as a standard, a living, breathing testament that heaven never overlooks its chosen. This is your confirmation. You were never alone, never forgotten, never unimportant. From the moment you took your first breath, eyes were on you, not to condemn, but to celebrate. Every tear you cried in secret was witnessed. Every prayer whispered in exhaustion was heard. Every act of obedience when no one was watching was recorded. Now, the silent observation shifts into public recognition. Heaven is about to display what it has been preparing in private. The watchers will see it. The world will hear it. And you will walk into rooms carrying the full weight of your calling. You won't have to announce yourself. Your presence will speak. Your glow will testify. Your victory will silence every critic. Because you were watched for a reason, protected for a reason, preserved for a reason. And now, it's your time.